Jarrett. He's got him covered, and
what's wrong with Frank?
Frank Morrell didn't come in for the count as he is holding his chest, and Lawler hops up off of Jarrett, and yeah, we better have somebody come out of here and look. Jarrett slips in behind Lawler. The referee jumped up and 1, 2, 3. And we have a new unified world heavyweight champion.
Ready to go with another big day of USWA Championship Wrestling. Lance Russell's taking the day off. He'll be back with us next week. Boy, what a show we got today.
Ooh, boy, big day today on USWA Wrestling. A special appearance by Japanese star and WWF superstar, the man they call Vader, will be right here today on USWA Wrestling. Hey, also, we got the USWA television title match with Jesse James Armstrong defending the title right here today against Headbanger Mosh, the new unified world champion. Double J, Jeff Jarrett, will be right here today. He will be taking on Cyberpunk Ice in a single bout, and a return match with Tony Falk going against Too Sexy Brian Christopher.
And a continuation of the feud. It's been incredibly intense. We're talking about Cyberpunk Fire and Bill Superstar Dundee. Those two are going to face each other in the ring right here today. Don't you go away. We're going to be back with the USWA TV title match in just a moment. The very large Punisher has climbed into the ring right now, along with referee Downtown Bruno. We're just about set to go. We've got a non-title match, but the USWA heavyweight champion is headed this way. Get ready, because headed into the wrestling area right now, Too Sexy Brian Christopher. Oh, the fans love him. He loves the fans. He'll be headed into the ring going against somebody who is mighty, mighty tough. He's a straightforward wrestler, but he's not what you would call a plodding wrestler. He doesn't just plod along and use brute force. He can also move pretty good. Talk about the big Punisher. This should be a good one. Ryan with the USWA heavyweight belt around his waist. Takes off the warm-up jacket and the belt, hands it to the referee, out to security, and we are just about set to go with the opening match of the day on USWA Championship Wrestling. Corey, look out.
Boy, he knows how to crank him up, don't he? Too Sexy Brian Christopher. Tingling up with the Punisher. Oh, Punisher, a big guy, 290 pounds. Stands in there at a height, Dave, I would imagine somewhere around 6'2", 6'3", this Punisher.
Yeah, he's pretty tall. He's taller than Brian by a good bit, as you can see, and he's got some moves, too. We have been surprised at some of the moves he can make in matches. Picks Brian up. Oh, look at that. That's just strength. He throws him halfway across the ring into the corner.
Christopher giving up about 70 pounds to this Punisher, and the Punisher showed the weight difference between himself and Too Sexy Brian Christopher. Non-title bout, a 1 fall, a 10-minute time limit for this action. Christopher sending headlock, tightening up on the Punisher.
Punisher, a very intense wrestler. He seems very focused on what he's doing when he steps in the ring. He sits Brian on top of the rope. Brian is just sitting there like, well, what are you doing? Let me show you how to do that. This is how I get off the ropes, he says. Good drop kick. Another one, he follows it up. Punisher goes rolling across the ring. Brian right on him, backing him into the ropes, and Corey, he dumps him over the back.
Look at Too Sexy go. Brian Christopher and the Punisher out on the concrete floor. He says, wait a minute.
Punisher pretty well controlling the tempo of the match early on, but Brian Christopher finally says, all right, here's the way to do it. Here's the way I became USWA heavyweight champion. The Punisher now back in the ring as the referee had started tolling the 10 count. A 10 count would have eliminated him. Brian Christopher waiting for him. All right. Wraps up the left arm.
Wrapping him up. Too sexy Brian Christopher. Backs the Punisher up. Whips him in to the rope. Punisher comes off. Lands on his feet. Look at this. Christopher sets him up. Gets his shoulders down. 2.
Oh, man, what a move by Brian Christopher. It was only a 2 count, Brian. But, man, what a move he put on
What
it.
a move.
The Punisher put a move on himself as he was able to spring off Brian's back and land on his feet. But then when Brian hooked him like that and had him down, I thought maybe just the shock of it would have kept the Punisher on the mat for a 3 count, but it was only a 2 count. Punisher, a very strong man, able to break out of it at the count of 2.
Not only did you think that, I think the Punisher thought it was all over.
Yeah.
Christopher sending in as referee downtown Bruno in. Checking as Christopher grabs the legs of the Punisher. Wraps that leg around. Drops down on him. Again, Christopher trying to find himself a weak spot on this Punisher. Breaking him down as he continues to work over that left leg. Shoulders down, 2. And the Punisher able to lift that shoulder. Boy, Christopher snapped back on that leg.
Yeah, he was working that step over toe hold where you put a little twist on the toe and really put some pressure on, but he was not able to get either a 3 count or a submission out of it. And now the Punisher is broken free and is up on his feet again.
Punisher! Slamming away at too sexy Brian Christopher. Boy, just slams him right into the corner.
How strong that guy is.
Boy,
my goodness.
He is big, let me tell you. The Punisher sets him up high. In the air is too sexy. Suplexes him down. And it goes for a cover. 1, 2. And Christopher kicks out at 2. Punisher backs him up now. Into the ropes goes Christopher. Got him in a big bear hug. And the Punisher, with the weight advantage, making it known to too sexy Brian Christopher as Christopher is holding on.
This may be a match as who can wear down whom. Whoever gets worn down first and can't get the shoulder up after the count. Both of these guys really going at it here.
Oh,
And this is just the opening match today, fans. Stay with us. We got a lot more to go. We got a 6-man match main event coming up later.
Indeed, including also today, we got the USWA television title with Wolfie D defending the belt right here today against Wildfire Tommy Rick. Looking forward to that action. What a dandy of a match. The Punisher and Brian Christopher. Punisher whips him into the rope. Big boot from the Punisher takes him down. 1, 2, and Christopher up at 2.
Had the right shoulder up. I don't think Brian really was in any much danger again that particular time. I don't know now, though. He's slammed down again. And look out, the Punisher climbing. He's on the top rope. He springs back, but Brian catches him with his knees and lower legs.
That stopped him. But the Punisher swings back. Christopher fighting his way back now. Whips the Punisher into the ropes. Punisher comes off. Kick right to the back of the head from Christopher. And Brian Christopher trying to get going now in this bout as the Punisher has worn him down with all of that strength and height and weight difference that the Punisher has against Christopher. But Brian Christopher with the clothesline. Fans behind him. Reversal here. Christopher whipped into the ropes. Punisher catches him in the midsection. Whoa. Look at Brian slide over him. Hooked it. Two. He got him. He got him. Too sexy. Brian Christopher with the win over the Punisher in a good bout.
And we'll be back with more from the USWA. Jamie Dundee and Wolfie D going against each other, PG-13. Jamie Dundee a bit obsessed with who owns the rights to PG-13. Take a look. Let's catch up here.
Yeah.
What are you going to do all this?
Look, he's got all of Wolfie's wrestling attire.
And you know what I'm going to do?
What are you doing all that
I'm going to burn it. What I'm going to do?
Hey, let me tell you something. No, you're not going to burn it. This television station. Come on,
No, hey,
I'm going to be in this burning. What security? We're not going to have this out here.
What is the matter with you?
No, Bill,
You guys are better than that for crying out loud.
Something will be there.
Well, this is a studio. There are people in here, and you're not going to be burning this stuff in here.
there are people in here. I'm in here. We're not going to allow this stuff.
Okay, look. Don't put this in this bag. Let's roll this outside.
Yeah, just get out of here.
Take it outside first. That's what I'll do. If you want to your way, Lance.
I'll tell you what, he'll be getting you for stealing his property. That's what he ought to be doing. You got all the Wolfie D. So what is the matter with you?
To burn this there.
What is wrong with Jimmy? He's really geeked up, isn't he?
Jamie Dundee with a whole bag full of Wolfie D's attire. It's not his. It's obviously Wolfie D's.
Hey, look at this stuff.
You people watching? Are you all watching? Okay. I got this out here.
Going too far, Bill. That's what
Get this out of this thing here.
outside. Jamie Dundee has the trash can full of Wolfie D's wrestling attire.
It's all going up in smoke.
thing, I mean, he's burning it all. I guess he wants it done.
Yeah, but he kept saying this is Wolfie tights and Wolfie shoes. What's he doing? Oh! Here comes Wolfie D. He jumps on Jamie, and there goes Bill Dundee racing out to the parking lot to come to the aid of his son is Wolfie D. Oh, boy! Saw him get ready to put the torch to his attire. Slams into the trunk as Dundee... Uh-oh, now they got 2-on-1.
Running to
Come on, get
a truck outside there in the parking lot of our studio.
Well, Jamie Dundee is out here. Before he gets started, though, let me also tell you that he tried to get an injunction to stop Wolfie D from using the PG-13 name. He had his lawyer. Wolfie got his lawyer. It was decided that nobody has undisputed rights to it. So that's going to be settled in the ring. That's probably where it should be settled anyway.
You know, Dave Brown, I'm awful disgusted. I'm disgusted, one, because we got all these illiterate people right here who think they're at a funeral. This is a wrestling show, rednecks. Get with it. Now, Wolfie D, I'm going to tell you something, man. This started off as an injunction from Jamie Dundee to you, Wolfie D, because of PG-13. Now, what was PG-13? They were one of the greatest tag teams that ever wrestled. And the reason they were was because of Jamie Dundee. So what I did is I got me a lawyer, and then Wolfie D ran out and got him a lawyer, and he appealed the whole thing, and now we got to settle it in the ring. I don't think it's too fair that I must go to the ring and defend the honor of something that I invented. I created PG-13. It was all me. So what I'm telling you is, Wolfie D, that ain't your name, boy. Your name is Kelly Warren Wolf. I know it, and all these people know it. And you was an idiot your whole life. You're nothing but a redneck bum like the rest of these people. You come from the scums of West Nashville, man. The West Nashville is the scum of the earth. You dropped out and failed out of Overton High School. No future, man. If it wasn't for Jamie Dundee, Kelly Warren Wolf, you would be two places. You would either be in jail or you would be in the cold clay, my friend. You would be dead. If it wasn't for Jamie Dundee taking you under his wing and giving you a future, a life, because you know that your no-good mama couldn't give you one. And why she couldn't give you one? Because... Shut your mouth. The reason your no-good mama couldn't give you one, boy, was because of your daddy. And where is your daddy? Nobody knows where your daddy is because you're nothing but a daddy's noble, I can't say the word that you are, but you people know what I'm getting at. That's what you are, Wolfie D. You got a mama, but you ain't got no daddy. And the reason you ain't got no daddy is because your mama works at the red light district and she don't know what man you belong to, boy. So what I'm telling you, at least I know who my mama is, and at least I know who my daddy is, and I know that I'm a Dundee. And I promise you, this week, I don't care where we are, when it's all said and done, everybody will say, Jamie Dundee, you are the reason PG-13 was a 10-time world champion. You are the reason you went to the WWF. And everybody knows that, and I don't need you people to support it. So what I'm going to tell you, I myself could have picked anybody in the world, Wolfie D. I could have picked a man standing in the ring, Mr. Ripley Flim, or whatever the hell his name is. I could have picked him and become 10-time world tag team champions. So, Dave Brown, I want you to tell everybody like I know that I was the reason PG-13 was popular and famous, and you know it, and I know it, so go ahead and just tell everybody that I am the reason.
I want to tell you that I've stood here and listened to you say this whole thing. I disagree with a great deal of it. It's not all true. PG-13 was a great team. There's no doubt about it. But beyond that, I'm not going to stand here and agree with a lot of this stuff that you've been talking about here. You've got it.
Come here, Corey. Corey, no, come here, Corey. Come here, Corey. Come here, boy. Come here, Corey, right here. Come here, man. You tell these people. Look. Jamie Dundee, Mr. J.C. Ice himself, created PG-13 and made him great. Is that right or wrong?
I'm not going to say that.
Is that right or wrong?
I'm not going to say that. No.
Okay, come here, Eddie. Come here.
No, we're not going to say that. That's your version of the whole thing. What you do, you need to head to the ring. You've got a match here, and his name is Ripley Prim, too, who's waiting for you in there. Get in the ring. Let's get the match underway, Jamie. Bruno, let's get the bell here and get this thing going.
I ain't got no beef with this guy. I don't need to wrestle. I want to wrestle Wolfie D. I want to wrestle. So you come.
Let's see.
Look, Ripley, man, look. I've been watching you. Look, come here, come
What,
here.
Jamie?
Come here, stupid. I've been watching you for a long time. This guy's been trying to start his career for, what, 2 or 3 years now, right? He's starting the same place that me and Wolfie D started, right here in this ring. And this is where you have to start to become great, which I made us great. So if you ask Ripley Prim, what's your name, man? I'm sorry. Ripley Prim is his name. If you ask him who the greatest person in the whole wide world was, the man that made PG-13, I'm sure he will tell you that it was Jamie Dundee. That's who made PG-13. Who made
Wolfie D, Jamie.
what?
Oh. I don't know if that was the answer Jamie was looking for, Dave.
No. That's not what he was looking for. And I don't know why it is that just about every time the Dundees are out here, I end up having to apologize for whatever they may have said and ask you to consider the source, and I do that again right now, Corey.
Well, I tell you.
Jamie Dundee, wrestling out of Sydney, Australia, and Dundee going after young Ripley Prim, insulting Ripley as he has done so well since he has made his appearance here today on the USWA. Jamie Dundee, knee lift on Ripley Prim, and boy, he's putting it on Ripley.
Man, he is. And I also want to let all you fans know that we're going to have Wolfie out here a little bit later on, too.
Yeah, here the other side of the story.
Because what you heard from Jamie Dundee, you know, what Jamie is so good at is saying a couple of things that are true and a couple of hundred that aren't true and trying to make all the untrue sound like the true part.
Well, we know, Dave, there's two sides to every coin, and when Wolfie D comes out, we'll hear his side of it. Because Jamie, what he's saying, you know, is a bunch of baloney that he made PG-13 and he bought all of Wolfie's stuff and all the. Look at this, 2 and 3. Hooks the leg, and that's going to be it. Jamie Dundee defeats Ripley Prim. Now that's enough, Jamie. Come on.
That's it, Jamie. You've won the match.
Jamie.
Come on.
Come on. Get out of it.
You tell him, J.C. Ice, Jamie Dundee, man.
Come on, Bruno. Get him off of
Jamie,
the guy.
get out of here, for heaven's sake.
Take it out of here, Jamie.
Look out.
Wolfie D hits the studio, and Jamie is out of here. Boy, after beating up up on Ripley Prim.
Boy. Dave.
Goodness. You all right?
Come on, I help you. Can you help him?
All right, well, thanks for helping out there. I'm sure you heard all that stuff that Jamie was saying earlier.
Believe me, I'm sitting back there biting my tongue, listening to Jamie Dundee. I'll show you what I think of Jamie Dundee. I think you're nothing but a piece of trash, man. And I tell you what else I think. I think you're full of crap. I think you're a lying, stinking son of a... I tell you what, Jamie Dundee, you could come out here and you could talk about my mama. You could talk about me dropping out of school and anything else you want to talk about and make up. But I tell you what, this week, it's coming down to the last straw. That's right, the PG-13 copyright is on the line. Me and you, one-on-one, finally one-on-one, because Bill Dundee is banned from ringside. That means he's going to be nowhere in that building. Yeah. That means he's going to be nowhere around. Your daddy cannot help you this week. And when I win that match, that means that I get to wear these shorts, I get to wear these boxers, and I get to wear these Nikes. And speaking of Nikes, this week, you're going to walk out of there with a big swoosh right across your forehead. Because I am going to make you read these Nikes like the ghetto boy said. Now, Jamie Dundee, I'm going to tell you one more thing after this week. I'm going to take you to school, fool, because everybody knows I'm cool like the water in a swimming pool.
Former partners going at each other. The PG-13 copyright on the line this week. We'll be back with more right here in a moment. Mentioned at the beginning of the show that Jerry Lawler is the unified champion. Happened while I was away, but he won it in at Lady Luck on July 24th.
That's correct.
Defeated Jeff Jarrett and is a unified champion. There was a match, Coco Beware, Superstar Bill Dundee, a challenger match, title contender match. And let's take a look then at the match that ensued after Coco Ware had won that between Coco and Jerry Lawler. Let's take a look right here.
Coco Ware right here firing away at the unified world champion, and the strap comes down.
Scott Bowden over there at ringside, an element you have to contend with from time to time.
I was hoping I wouldn't see him on there.
Ever.
He's right there. Good. Coco Ware rammed right into the referee there by Lawler, and there goes Bowden. Right into the ring with a handful of powder.
Coco saw what he was doing and hit that hand, and it's Scott Bowden that gets a face full of the powder there.
He's got Bowden here now. Coco Ware sets him up. Pile drive. Scott Bowden. Lawler still down. Coco Ware climbing the ropes. Birdman on the top rope flies down with a drop kick on Lawler. He's got him covered. The referee gets in. 2 and Lawler up. Only a 2 count. Here comes Dundee in there.
Well, that's a disqualification right there as Dundee jumps in. Of course, he and Coco had the previous match, which ended, as I recall, in disqualification.
Yeah.
Dundee jumps in here. Coco is disqualified. Jerry Lawler retains the unified world title.
Yeah, right here they're both doing a number on Coco Ware, Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler. Double teaming Coco after Coco wins the bout by disqualification with Dundee's interference. Oh, boy.
Lawler picking Coco up now. Bill Dundee close. What was that? That was
Yeah.
that was Wolfie D
Wolfie
with
D in
with the
there.
broom.
That'll even it up.
Yep.
Whoopi gets in, and they're all out of there finally.
It was some kind of wild action there, and the ending on the disqualification as Lawler retains the unified title. Coco Beware, I'm sure, not totally happy about the whole thing, however.
No, indeed, and coming up here, we're going to hear. Here he is
comes
now.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah, the Birdman, Coco Beware. As you mentioned, Dave, I'm sure he's not happy, and he's not looking like a happy camper right now. Birdman, Coco Beware. Hello, Coco.
Well, you see, Corey, I do feel happy because, you see, I surprised Bill Dundee down there Monday night. I surprised Jerry Lawler. But see, what I can't understand, why did Jerry Lawler have to have Scott Boughton in his corner? Why did Bill Dundee have to have Jamie D in his corner? Let me say one thing, Jerry Lawler. You see, you know I can beat you, Jerry Lawler. You see, I don't know what's wrong with you. You always been bragging on yourself years ago, how tough he was, how the greatest he was. You see, ever since he's been up in WWF, Jerry Lawler, he's been acting a little strange, you know. He's been a little cocky. You know, he's insulting all the people in there right, y'all. Huh? He's been talking about how he can do things, how he can beat up people, how bad he is, and he wants to be a great comedian. Well, Jerry Lawler, let me tell you one thing. When I sat there and saw you get down on your knees, I said, get down on your knees. And you kissed Bret Hart's feet on national TV. Well, that lets me know, Jerry Lawler, that you're not so cocky. You see, Jerry Lawler, you won't be able to kiss my feet, but you'll be able to kiss something else. So, Jerry Lawler, I know it's going to be the biggest night of my career down there because I guarantee you, when I take that belt off of you, it's going to be no time limit, no disqualification, that's right. And I'm going to take that unified belt, and then we're going to have that big battle royal. And, Corey, I'm telling you, what a beautiful truck it is. I'm talking about a beautiful truck. Can you imagine I win that belt and drive off with that beautiful truck, y'all?
It's good looking.
Huh? But I'm going to tell you one thing, Lawler. You don't deserve that belt because the way you've been acting around here, you're so cocky, and I'm the man that's going to put you in your place because I feel good, good, good.
The Birdman, Coco Beware, feeling good and looking forward to the unified title bout Monday night down at the Big One.
Well, he's in a much better mood than I expected to see him there, and of course he explained why. We'll tell you about that truck he's talking about too. Let's take a look at the entire card. Coming up, the Big One, Expo Center. That's Monday night, 7:30 is when it all begins. And the Big One Expo Center, of course, takes the Hollywood exit off I-40. It's exit number 5. Real easy to get to there. Got 9 matches. 5 of them are main events, and yet...
Oh, yeah.
And yet, no... I wish Lance was here. He'd be so happy. No increase in prices. Johnny Rotten will be going against the Punisher in the opening match of the night. Following that, you got Ashley Hudson going against one of the all-time favorites, King Cobra.
And a tag title contender match. Bart Sawyer, Flex Cavana, former tag champion, going against former tag champions Reggie B. Fine, Brickhouse Brown. The winners will later on the night, Monday night, receive a shot at the USWA Tag Team title.
Next match, by the way, and you know, that's kind of tough. You win a title contender match and then immediately have to come back and go against not just anybody, but the champions. And not just any champions. Look who the champions are. The Mood Dogs. That's right. They'll be at the Big One Monday night to go against the winners of the contender match.
Then the first main event is a Battle of Honor, and we've got 5 big main events Monday night. Let me tell you, all of them are main events indeed anywhere. Whoopi D takes on Jamie Dundee. Winner gets rights to the PG-13 name, Dave. And not only that, Bill Dundee banned from ringside Monday night.
Very important stipulation. Second main event of the night is a USWA title match. Too Sexy Brian Christopher. He was here earlier in a non-title match, but he will have the belt on the line against Bill Dundee Monday night.
That'll be a good one. Then the third main event, a revenge match. First time ever. Former partners, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Tommy Wildfire Rich will be getting it on Monday night at the Big One. Very first time. Look forward to Rich versus Gilbert. That will be a good bout.
Then the fourth main event out of 5, unified world title match. No disqualification in this one. Coco Beware will be going against the King, Jerry Lawler, the unified world title on the line.
That's not all. Fifth main event, final main event of the night, Monday night, an 18-man battle royal. They'll all be going after the brand new 1996 Chevrolet pickup truck that will be given away. There it is. Boy, that's good looking.
Well, it is a good-looking truck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dave, can we enter that battle royal?
I don't know. I don't want to get in there with all those
Look
other
at
18 guys, but that's a good-looking truck right there. Let me tell you, that goes to the winner.
Chevrolet.
Monday night at the Big One Expo Center, the final main event of the night, the 18-man battle royal.
Wow. Ooh, boy. Big night Monday night. There are 9 big matches. Let me tell you, there's 5 main events. No increase in price. Regular prices. Parking only $1. Monday night, 7:30, Big One Expo Center. That's at the Hollywood exit, number 5.
Still get there at 6 o'clock for food court and all that sort of thing. The wrestlers will be there. Don't forget to ask about special birthday party arrangements. Those have been very successful, too. And Scott Bowden is joining us now, along with the King. And
before we talk about Scott's injury there that he suffered last week, I want to just mention a couple of places that I'm going to be because it's pretty exciting. Everybody's seen, I'm sure, all this weekend. First of all, tomorrow afternoon, I want to mention that tomorrow afternoon, me and the Army is going to be down in Marks, Mississippi. Are you familiar with Marks, Mississippi?
very much so, yes.
Okay, we're going to be down there at 1 o'clock tomorrow to give a beating to the fire department. Just like, you know, you should have seen how awful it was last week in Water Valley. We scored 107 runs in 2 games. Can you imagine that? I mean, those guys got dizzy watching us going around the bases. Same thing tomorrow, Marks, Mississippi, 1 o'clock at the Quitman County High School field down there. Now, this afternoon, right after the show's over, live and in person, you got your opportunity to come out to Liberty Land and visit with the King. I'm going to have the Unified Championship belt there. Bring your cameras. You can have your picture made with a belt on. And we're going to have another special guest. Come right here. There you go, McGruff the Crime Dog. McGruff the Crime Dog is going to be out at Liberty Land. We're going to be out there from noon until 3 this afternoon. Free autograph pictures. And also, for the first 300 people to show up, free tickets to Monday night's wrestling at the big one to see me defend this unified title. McGruff, I'm going to tell you something. The way some of these idiots been wrestling around here, it is a crime, and I'm going to need you in my corner maybe Monday night, okay? But I'll see you out at Liberty Land in just a few minutes, okay?
All right, very
All
good.
right.
Yep.
Now,
I saw the pile driver video and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's
What was he
exactly
doing
right.
in there to begin with is what I want to know.
Oh, I got sucker punched by Coco B. Dumb. He dragged me into the ring, gave me a pile driver.
Dragged you into the ring.
That's exactly right. Have you ever seen an opposing team grab my Uncle Bobby off the football field? Huh? And do anything to him and tackle him? No. He should be fined and suspended. Coco Beware, you've cost me a lot of money. I've had to go to a chiropractor 6 times this week. 6 times. You know, Coco, it's a lot more expensive than those massage parlors you go to in North Memphis, buddy. You know, he goes there when he's hurt. He goes there when
he's not even hurt.
Well, that's true. You got a point there. And I tell you what, he was out here earlier. You know, I thought I was listening to B.B. King. He was out here singing the blues, moaning and groaning. You know what? Coco lacks in ability. He tries to make up for it in excuses. Well, this week, punk, no DQ and no excuses for you.
That's right. Let me ask you something, Coco. What is he, a Don King wannabe? What's the look he's got going with his hair there? What'd you do, go to an L.A. Clippers game and get a haircut? Huh? I can't... Dave, can you, and as a matter of fact, you know, if you just started shaving right here, Dave, and shave right here, you'd have the Coco Beware look. Let me tell you something, Coco. You come on down there. Monday night, the big one. You have it all ready. Have all your guns loaded, brother, because I promise you this. I am going to beat you, and I'm going to make an example out of you, and if you think for 1 minute you're going to ever in your life wear this belt around your waist, you got another thing coming. This belt and another, let's talk for a second about it. He says he's going to throw this belt over his shoulder and drive off in that new 1996 Chevrolet truck. Well, ain't that some prize, huh? Now, you know I'm going to be in that battle royal, too. Why didn't they go out and ask somebody, hey, go out to Bluff City Autoplex, ask them what kind of car the King drives? What am I going to be doing in a pickup truck, Dave? Huh? What do you do with a pickup truck? Well, I guess you go around and you spray paint your girlfriend's name on an overpass or something like that, huh? What would I have to do? Yeah, they probably know about it, yeah. Get myself a big cowboy hat. I guess we could find out if the girls really do get prettier at closing time if we had a pickup truck, huh, Scott? Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to win that pickup truck, and then I'm going to auction it off to the highest bidder. And then maybe somebody will have $5 or $10 out there, and that's about what pickup trucks are worth. Or maybe I can use it as a down payment on a big, nice, long Cadillac for the King, right? Huh? Coco, in your dreams, if you think you're ever going to have this belt draped over your shoulder and drive off in a pickup truck, because you're looking at the man that's going to make sure that don't happen Monday night at the big one.
Well, we'll find out Monday night at the big one. The matches are booked. The title's on the line. It's no disqualification. I remind you of that. And then, of course, the 18-man battle royal with the big 1996 Chevy pickup.
That's right. And come on out, and you can stand next to the king at Liberty Land. Man, that's something you can tell your grandchildren about. Wouldn't that be great, Dave? Huh?
Well,
you get to do it every week.
Well, that's true. That's true. I do stand here every week. Well, Scott, get on out of here. Let's just take a break. We'll be back here in just a minute. Don't forget, Monday night at the big one.
All right, we're back on USWA Championship Wrestling. Got a USWA television title bout coming up with Whoopi D defending the belt right here today against Tommy Wildfire Rich. Six-man tag to the expiration of our time as well. Right now, I want to call over and talk to Dangerous Doug Gilbert. There he is. Gilbert back in action, and boy, it is great to see him back here around the USWA after suffering a very, very tough injury. Here he is, Doug Gilbert. Doug, good to see you back in action. I know you're very, very upset about the breakup that has taken place between yourself and Tommy Rich.
Well, hold on, Corey. You know, I've come out here week after week, and I've yelled and I've screamed. But see, I don't even have to do that, Corey Macklin, because, see, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you what I'm thinking. See, for a month now, I've sat at home. I thought, what should I do? I sat home, Corey, my neck's been all hurt. I've been to the doctor. He wouldn't release me last week. I went back, and he told me, he said, go ahead and put the stuff on, Doug. I think you are ready to go. So, Tommy Rich, so that leaves me with something else to think about. You have really soured my thinking on friendship. You've soured my thinking on life in general, on who do you pick? Corey Macklin, let me ask you, who do you pick to be a friend? How do you judge somebody? Who do you pick? If it's one of these people out here, if it's you, if it's Dave Brown, how do you pick a friend?
Well, normally someone you can trust.
Okay. So what you got to have is trust. Tommy Rich, since I was 12 years old, since you and my brother was it wasn't in the USWA then it was CWA, it was Championship Wrestling Association right here. Since y'all was the tag team champions, I rode around with you. I thought you was this great guy. I thought, who do you learn from? Better than anything, you pick a champion, right, Corey Macklin?
Indeed.
Okay. So, Tommy Rich, yes, let me give credit where credit's due. You are a former NWA World Champion. So I thought, who do I pick? Well, Tommy Rich was always successful with my brother. He was always successful as a single wrestler. So who did I pick? I picked you, Tommy Rich. And what did you do? See, me and you had this friendship, but no longer do we have a friendship, Tommy Rich, because it was your choosing. I don't know if it was jealousy or what it was. See, you told me either you leave Brian Christopher or I'm going to hit the road. Well, I said fine, because I think Brian Christopher is much more of a man than you are, Tommy Rich, because let me tell you something. Tommy Rich, in life, you went this way and you pulled me with you. Whether it was the wrong way or the right way, that's what happened. But let me tell you one thing. What you have done, you have started a battle that you can't end. And all I'm going to say from right here on, Tommy Rich, when I step into that ring right there, any night, anywhere in the world, Tommy Rich, so help me, what you have done is you have destroyed yourself. And I'm going to make a promise to all these people right here. I will be the one that destroys you.
Dangerous Doug Gilbert making his way to the ring area now for our next action. Coming up here on the USWA, and it's Tony Falk, the opponent, Dave.
Tony Falk headed for the ring right now. Downtown Bruno is there, the referee. Referee's calling for the bell, and here we go. We're underway with action. Doug Gilbert jumped from behind by Tony Falk as Doug was taking off his warm-up vest. Handed out to the security officers. Tony Falk Ooh, I heard Tony Falk yell at Tommy Rich is my friend as he nailed Doug back in the corner.
Boy, that man got him in trouble yelling at Tommy Rich with his friend also. Doug Gilbert takes it out on Tony Falk. Pounding the head of Falk to that top turnbuckle. And dangerous Doug Gilbert. DDT's Tony Falk. Kicks him down. Covers him. Only got a 1 count out of it.
Yeah, Doug broke the cover at the count of 1. He's not through with Tony Falk yet, I don't think. Whoa, Falk reverses him into the turnbuckle. Doug catches him with a boot as he came in there.
Doug Gilbert backs up Tony Falk. Whips him into the rope.
Ooh.
Reverse atomic knee drop on Falk. Into the rope. Falk comes on with a boot. Pounds down, and Tony Falk would have covered 2. Gilbert pats him on the shoulder there. Falk thinks he's got it, Dave. He thinks he's won. Gilbert rolls him up. 2, 3. What a mistake from Tony Falk. You would think a veteran like Falk would know better.
Tony just wasn't paying attention. It was a 2 count. Doug tapped him on the back at the count of 2, and he thought it was a referee saying, come on, break the cover, it's over.
No way.
No way.
He cheated me, Dave Brown.
Cheat.
He held my tight.
Nah.
He had your shoulders down, Tony.
No.
You just broke the
He's
cover
nothing
early.
but a cheater. I'm sick and tired of hearing him talk about Tommy Rich the way he's been doing it. Tommy Rich is a good man. He taught that punk a lot of things, and it makes me sick to listen to him come out here and talk bad about Tommy Rich. Tommy Rich is a good man, and that bum is nothing but a cheater. Get him out here right now. I want a rematch.
A rematch?
A rematch?
Oh, you've just been beaten rather soundly here. Why do you want to look out. Watch it, Corey.
Oh, boy, look out. He asked for a rematch.
Oh, look out. Here's Tommy Rich. Watch it, Corey.
Tommy Rich comes out, Dave.
Tommy Rich grabs Doug Gilbert from behind. They roll into the ring. And the right fist is flying. There's the elbow. Tommy Rich and Tony Falk now working on Doug Gilbert.
Yeah, they're both teaming up on Doug. Rich. Stomping away. Here comes referee downtown Bruno out.
Here's Brian Christopher.
Hits the ring, and finally Falk and Rich are out of here.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment with more USWA action. Don't go away. Hey, I want to remind everyone that you can join us right here for USWA Championship Wrestling. We'd love to have you. Got a great crowd with us today. Kids, got a birthday party, got a special group. Just want to bring a bunch of friends down here. That's fine. Come on. Tickets are free. You do have to write for them. And don't forget, you must include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Don't forget to put a stamp on it, because that's the envelope to mail your tickets back to you. And I saw one this morning. It was self-addressed, but didn't have a stamp on it.
Oh, boy.
And I'm sorry, you're going to have to write in again to get those tickets. Self-addressed stamped envelope. Here is the address. Studio Wrestling Tickets, WMC-TV, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, and our zip code is 38104. And I ask you again, please send it to that address. Send it to Studio Wrestling Tickets. If you send it to me or you send it to Corey, yeah, we'll make sure it gets to the right place, but it's going to delay it a while we get it to the right place. Send it right here. You won't have a bit of problem. Join us here. We'd love to have you, and we'll all have a good time.
Love to have you right here with us. Hey, let's talk about USWA on tour action coming up. Hey, before we do that, though, today, the King is mentioned. He'll be out at Liberty Land today, 12 noon until 3 p.m. He'll have free tickets. The whole works today. Liberty Land, meet the King, Jerry Lawler, and Lawler's Army tomorrow afternoon. They'll be in action. March, Mississippi, tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Quitman County High School, sponsored by the Quitman Fire Department. Tomorrow, Lawler's Army in action. He says they scored 107 runs.
I don't know if they scored that many or not. I know they're a good team, but I know the fire department down here is going to be planning on a different outcome,
Indeed,
too.
you got that right. Hey, USW action is on tour. It begins Monday night. It's a Big One Expo Center. There are 9 big matches,
5 main events. We told you earlier about all of the action coming up for Monday. We'll give you the entire card again coming up a bit later on. Got an 18-man battle royal with the last man standing, winning that beautiful 1996 Chevy pickup truck that will be given away Monday night, Big One Expo Center, 7:30 bell time. Wednesday night, we're back at the Sheraton Casino Center, 7:30 bell time. There are 3 title matches on the card for Wednesday with the King Jerry Lawler, Superstar Bill Dundee, Jamie Dundee, Tommy Rich, Brian Christopher, Wolfie D, the Moondogs, Doug Gilbert. Big lineup coming up Wednesday night back at the Sheraton Casino Center. 7:30 is the bell time. We'll look for you down there Wednesday night. Friday night, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Jonesboro Sportatorium. There's some great action there in Jonesboro. 8 o'clock is bell time as the USWA hits Jonesboro, Arkansas. Too Sexy Brian Christopher. Also Jamie Dundee, Wolfie D, Colorado Kid, all in Jonesboro. Friday night, August 16th. Wednesday, August 21st, we're back at the Lady Luck Casino, West Helena, Arkansas, at the Casino Pavilion there at the Lady Luck. I understand a big crowd down there last Wednesday night. Well, the 21st, the USWA back at Lady Luck Casino. Dave!
All right, thank you, Corey. I've got the USWA heavyweight champion with me right here. You got a chance to win a truck this week, and you got to defend that title.
Dave, I can't wait. This is going to be one of the biggest weeks for Brian Christopher in a long time. Are you fired up? Because I get fired up real easy, Dave. It don't take much. And I'm getting fired up for Monday night. Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to get there extra early. I'm going to come down to the big one extra early right there off Hollywood. I'm going to pull in there. I'm going to sit down with all the fans. I'm inviting all my fans to come out there early. Because what they do is they got a food court over there. They put the wrestling show on early. Everybody can sit there and watch the tape of the wrestling show, eat some of the best food you ever put in your mouth, Dave. You like them chicken on a stick and all that kind of stuff. They cook it up the way I like it. And I'm going to be there with all my fans getting ready for the old man, Bill Dundee. Because Bill Dundee, you got a big, big mouth, and he says he's going to come in here and take my title. Well, Dundee, I know I got a big mouth too, but I hadn't been able to find anybody that can shut it for me. And I'm going to shut your mouth, prove to you who the champion is, knock you down, and then I'm going to step in there in that battle royal and win me a nice Chevrolet truck. You know, I got a Blazer right now, but it's a couple of years old. And that truck, I would look real good sitting behind that wheel. I'd look extra sexy behind a brand new truck, don't you think, Dave?
That's a good-looking truck.
And I'm a good-looking man. So get ready, because there it is. That right there is going to be what I'm going to drive out of the big one in this Monday night. So everybody come down there extra early, like I said, because I'll be signing autographs before the matches, and then you'll get to watch me pull out of there in that brand new shiny truck, Dave.
He's ready. He is fired up. He can usually back up what he says, too. He'll be in action this week at the big one, I-40 and Hollywood exit. We're going to be back here with USWA action. Don't forget, 6-man match still to come. Don't go away.
All right, all plugged in, ready to go for action coming up now on the USWA Championship Wrestling. Got a USWA television title match. We've been talking about it ever since we kicked off today. Looking forward to it with Wolfie D defending against Wildfire Tommy.
You got a real lively, stinking crowd out here today, I see. Y'all sit there and shut up and show me some respect. You know, I got another thing I want to say, Corey Macklin. You know, I sit back there in the back, and I listen to Doug Gilbert, and I don't know whether to come out here and cry or to be mad, Doug Gilbert, because let's go back. Let's go back, boy. You talk about you're going to whoop me. Who taught you everything you know? Who used to have all the pretty women, all the girlfriends? Little Doug Gilbert, 15 years old. He said, Tommy, how do you get so many good-looking women? I said, brother, when you got the style and class I do, they just come around. So I turned Doug Gilbert over to some of my girlfriends, too, because he was so ugly as a little kid, he couldn't even get a woman. Then when it comes down to wrestling, his daddy, his brother, nobody ever taught him nothing. Tommy Wildfire Rich took him down the roads with him, taught him every stinking thing he knows. Now, whether you like all these stinking rednecks, Doug Gilbert, and you think they're going to make you somebody, well, let me tell you something, boy. Ain't a single person out here that do the stuff for you I have. So when it comes down to picking Brian Christopher and knowing how to pick a friend, you're way out of line, boy, when you turned your back on me. When you said you could beat me, that'll be the day hell freezes over. Because let me tell you something. Look into these eyes, Doug Gilbert. The devil don't even want no part of me. So I know you don't. Anytime, anywhere, any place, it's going to be a man whooping up on a boy, Doug Gilbert.
Yeah, well, Tommy Rich. With Tony Falk along with him, why don't we just step into the ring after we've heard Rich talk about everything besides wrestling and all about how he hates Doug Gilbert and the whole family and all the insulting the whole Gilbert family. Boy.
Well, it's a shame that it's come to this, really, because, I mean, here are a couple of guys who were super good friends as well as partners, and now they've come to this division of ways, and it's all going to be settled later on this week in the ring as they go against each other.
Well, you know, Rich says that Gilbert turned his back on him, but it wasn't Doug who said, hey, if you don't take Brian Christopher, you either choose between Brian Christopher or me. It was Tommy Rich who said, choose between Brian or me, or I'm out of here. And that's exactly what he did. He's no longer friends with Doug Gilbert. And for the first time, they'll be tangling up. Coming up this week.
Tommy tangling up right now with the USWA TV title holder. That belt right there is on the line this time. It's being handed out to security and over here to the desk for safekeeping. And I was just thinking that Tony Falk, standing at ringside in Tommy Rich's corner, a former holder of that belt. The belt was bought, as a matter of fact, by Jeff Jarrett for Tony Falk, who proceeded to lose it immediately the next week.
I've got to concentrate when I'm wrestling. Tell these rednecks to shut up.
Well, Tommy, if you want to go in the back, go ahead. Let the referee toll the count and just hand Wolfie the belt, and we'll have a nice short match, and maybe we'll get six-man action underway a little early.
And the fans can cheer for who they wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
Turn out loud. Whoopie D, the television champion, defending right here today against Tommy Rich. We've been looking forward to this one. This just one of the exciting matches right here today on USWA Action. Wildfire goes under Whoopie. Nice hip call. Followed by a drop kick from the television champion. And Wildfire Tommy Rich out on the concrete floor.
Hanging onto the skirt of the ring there. And now he's complaining, oh, he must have pulled my hair. Referee is asking about it, and Wolfie says, no, ask anybody. I didn't pull his hair. What are they doing over here? Falk. Rich has got that fist doubled up like maybe some foreign object has come into play. And Corey, the Punisher, the big Punisher is out here.
You know, Dave, on last week you were out, and glad to have you back, but on last week you were out. The Punisher was out here last week, done the same exact thing, just came out and during the match just stood there just looking at the action with Tommy Rich. And once again, the Punisher standing over out of the area, not near ringside at all, just standing there looking.
Well, he can stand there. I just hope he doesn't try to interfere in the match. Meanwhile, Wolfie D working on Tommy Rich. He got him with a good right. Look out, Tony Falk is now up on the ring apron, calling the referee over. A distraction. And Wolfie D dumped over the top rope.
Right over the top.
Should have been a disqualification. Referee didn't see it, in fairness to the referee. Tony Falk had him distracted the other way.
He dumped him just like a dump truck right over that top rope, but the referee downtown Bruno's attention.
Now Rich distracts the referee while Tony Falk hammers Wolfie D's head into the side of the ring and the ring apron.
I said that didn't do a thing.
Well,
Oh, I tell you, Tony Falk denying that he even touched Wolfie D, and we're all sitting right here looking at it.
Tommy Rich choking Wolfie D.
Go, Wolfie, go! Fans cheering for the television champion, and Tommy Rich standing on him there. That gives Wolfie a break as he had his... Look at Tony Falk there again.
They're doubling up on him. It's been 2 against 1 all the way. One will distract the referee, and the other works on Wolfie D, either inside or outside the ring. Clothesline by Tommy Rich. Wolfie D is on the mat.
USWA television champion Wolfie D in trouble as Tommy Rich and Tony Falk have both teamed up from in and outside of the ring on Wolfie. Wolfie gets to his feet here. Fighting back. Nails Rich with a right hand. And Wolfie D pounding away on Tommy Wildfire Rich. Tony Falk's up on the ring apron. And here comes Jamie Dundee.
Jamie Dundee is attacking Wolfie D from behind. That's going to have to be disqualification, but the referee still hasn't seen what's going on.
Tony Falk distracting the referee downtown Bruno.
Hey, Bruno, look at what's happening here. It's 3 against 1.
Bruno.
Here comes Doug Gilbert. There goes Jamie Dundee. And the referee now calls for a disqualification.
He never saw Jamie in there, though, Dave.
And takes the belt. And Wolfie D should still be the champion here. There you go.
Yeah.
The match, the whole thing stopped. Disqualification. Wolfie D retains the belt. Let us check things out here, take a break, and be back with you in just a moment.
Hey, Monday night is right. Monday night, Big One Expo Center, Interstate 40. Big action coming up at the Big One. There are 9 big matches. And the former USWA Tag Team Champions will have a title contender match Monday night. And if you win, you'll face the tag champion, the new champion, the Moondog.
That's the house, boy. I don't like the word former. You know what? I used to have that tag team title displayed at Broad Avenue Pond right there in the jury case. Every time somebody come in, they say, well, you hawking the belt, Brick House. Well, let me tell you something right now. I feel like hawking something because I'm digging lint out of my pocket because I ain't champions no more. And I'm going to tell you something right now. It ain't funny to me. Moondog, you're going to be in a world of trouble because Flex Cabana, you better show your face in the place. Be on time because you mine and bring your tail as well.
Hey, you heard what the butcher just said, didn't you? He a reporter, he know it. Carl Michael, let me tell you one thing. I'm going to tell all you low budgets one thing, too. I'm hot. I'm real hot. We're going to win that. Hey, Brick, we're going to be in that Battle Royal, dog. You know we're going to win that truck. We're going to ride through Hollywood, Springdale. I'm going to have a whole bunch of women in the back of that truck. That truck fit me. What's wrong with you? What you jealous because you can't ride with them?
I got a lot of incentives because I've been on that Ankle Express for a long time, brother, and a truck will do me real good right now. I'm not a pickup man, but I'll take anything at this point in time.
But one thing about it, though, Brickhouse, you ain't got to worry about it, brother. I tell you what you do. I'll buy your half. I'll give you $2,000, $3,000 for your half of the truck, because I got a lot of hunters around here in Memphis would love to ride with Reggie B. Fine. And your old lady, man, you got with me too, boy.
No, I doubt that, Reggie B. Fine. Brickhouse, yeah, take it out of here. I'll tell you one thing. If I did need a ride, I'd rather ride my bicycle than ride with these guys, brother. Ride nowhere with you. Yeah, we'll see Monday night down at the Big One. Expo Center. Looking forward to that action coming up to top it all off. That beautiful Chevrolet pickup truck to be given away.
Which is worth a lot more than $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah, you got that right. Reggie wants to pay his partner off.
Yeah, let's talk about this whole thing here. It's coming up Monday night, Big One Expo Center. This is going to be some kind of night. 7:30 is when the whole thing starts. And you will see 9 matches, 5 main events, no price increase. Opening match of the night, Johnny Rotten will be going against the Punisher. Following that, you got Ashley Hudson going against King Cobra.
Then comes that tag title contender match. Brickhouse Brown and Reggie B. Fine. Yeah, they're out there talking now. But Sawyer and Cavana be looking for him down there Monday night.
Then the USWA tag title will be on the line. The winner of that match will come back to face the champion, the Moondog.
Ooh, then we kick off the first of 5 main events. 5 main events Monday night at the big one. Winner gets rights to PG-13 name. Former partners tangling up. Whoopi D versus Jamie Dundee. Bill Dundee banned from ringside Monday.
Second main event of the night, USWA title will be on the line. The champion, Too Sexy Brian Christopher, will have it on the line against Bill Dundee.
Third main event, a revenge match. Former partners here tangling up. Wildfire Tommy Rich, Dangerous Duck Gilbert, getting it on for the first time at the big one Monday night.
Fourth main event, unified world title at stake. The champion is the King, Jerry Lawler. The challenger, in spite of him having a belt over his shoulder here, the challenger is Coco Beware. No disqualification. Very important stipulation in that match.
Very. Fifth and final main event, 18-man battle royal. Last man standing wins a 1996 Chevrolet pickup truck down there at the Big One Expo Center Monday night.
It's going to be a big night. Make your plans to be there. 7:30 is when the matches begin. You can be there early, beginning at 6 o'clock for the food court and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, please.
No increase in price, even with this big night of action. We'll take a break. We're going to try to get this 6-man match underway for you here in just a moment. Stay with us. Six-man tag team action coming up right here. The referee's in the ring. When we get 6 wrestlers in here, we're going to ring the bell and be underway for you. Boy, I tell you what, the referee has a tough job anytime. When there's 2 wrestlers in the ring, you put 6 or 8 in there, and it gets very, very difficult. There's the referee. He's ready to go. He's saying, come on, let's get everybody in here. Reggie B. Fine, Leon Downs, Brickhouse Brown, they're headed for the ring. Their opponents today, Bart Sawyer, Flex Cabana, and Coco Beware. There's Bart Sawyer right there. Here's Flex, here's Coco. And we don't have a whole lot of time left, but what time we have, we want to get some action going for you here. We've been promising you this 6-man match all day long.
Yeah, been looking forward to it, too.
Here we go.
Bell is sounded, and referee downtown Bruno. As soon as he gets 1 man from each side in there, then we will be ready to go with it. Brickhouse Brown starting off for his side, and Flex Cabana starting off for his team. Downtown Bruno standing in, looking on, and we're ready for it, Dave.
Flex Cabana, fine young wrestler, let me tell you. Going against the tough veteran, Brickhouse Brown. Shoulder, down goes Brickhouse. Brick lets him go by this time. Yeah.
Boy, look at that Cabana go.
Another problem with a 6-man match. It's hard for us to see what's going on because there's many trees standing around the ring there with these tall wrestlers standing there. Leon Downs and Reggie B. Fine, both very tall.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah, look at
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see Leon Downs holding Flex Cabana's tights, holding him over to the corner.
All 3 of them teaming up against Flex Cabana.
And Cabana has faced all members of the other side now. Reggie B. Fine, Brickhouse Brown, and now Leon Downs. Cabana gets over, gets the tag on his partner, Bart Sawyer, the Bartman, coming in. Backs Leon Downs up. Nice drop kick from Bart Sawyer. Body slam, Sawyer. Boy, smart move. Bart realizing that if we don't have much time left, he immediately goes after the pin. Yep. Here comes the Birdman.
But then when he saw Reggie B. Fine dropping on top of him, he broke the cover wisely and goes to the corner and tags the Birdman, Coco Beware. Keep a fresh man in there if you can. That's a good theory to work with in a match like this.
And Coco went over and tagged Reggie B. Fine and Brickhouse Brown, too. Cabana comes in. Nice double backdrop from Coco Air, Flex Cabana. And Cabana down away at Leon
talk about a six-man match. This is not what they have in mind, but that's the way it worked out. After reverse neck breaker by Coco. A cover, 1, 2. He got it. We got to take a break. We'll be back with you in a moment.
Oh, another big day today on USWA Championship Wrestling. The victory goes to the team of Bart Sawyer, Flex Cavana, Coco Beware in a six-man tag as they get the win over Reggie B. Fine, Brickhouse Brown, and Leon Downs. Monday night, Big One Expo Center. There are 9 big matches signed, 5 huge main events, no increase in price. We'll top it all off with the 5th main event of the night, an 18-man battle royal with the winner to receive that brand new 1996 Chevrolet pickup truck that will be given away down there Monday night. Right now, let's go to Dave. Outside there, Dave. There he is. Can we get audio for Dave out? He's out there with the King, Jerry Lawler, and Scott Bowden. Out there at that, right at that pickup truck that Lawler is very interested in winning down at the Big One Expo Center coming up Monday night. 7:30 is the bell time. Parking only $1. There's regular prices in effect. Big night of action. 5 huge main events, as we said. The King, Jerry Lawler, taking on the Birdman, Coco Beware, in a no disqualification match for the unified world heavyweight title. And again, that 18-man battle royal with the last man standing receiving that 1996 Chevrolet pickup truck. Also, you got that revenge match taking place in which Dangerous Duck Gilbert will be taking on Tommy Wildfire Rich. That's right, 2 former partners, Rich and Gilbert, going against each other for the very first time Monday night down at the Big One. Also, you'll see 2 sexy Brian Christopher going against the superstar Bill Dundee in a title bout, and Wolfie D and Jamie Dundee tangling up. All big main events. Let's go back now. Can we get Dave? Hello, Dave.
You're up.
All right.
We were having some audio troubles there a minute ago. I was just saying for somebody that was not interested in this pickup, the prize at the Big One Monday night in the main event, the King's paying an awful lot.
Are you going to talk all night, Dave? All I want to say is this. If I don't win that truck Monday night, nobody's going to be able to drive it out. Hey, look out now.
Hey, you ain't going to win that truck, Jerry Lawler. I'm telling you right now. You're not going to win that truck. You have to go through me first.
Well, if I don't win it, nobody's going to be able to drive it out.
You don't have to go through me.
Be there Monday night at the Big One. Thanks for joining us today. Until next week, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
You just tried.
Get out of here.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.